of a stressful morning. I do not really enjoy TTS, and it does not enjoy my computer either. But for anyone asking in the chat, there actually is a mod already that someone made that does load all the Dusk Till Dawn cards. So while we wait for Talishar to implement Levia, which hopefully is coming soon, I know the devs are working really hard, and they did implement like a hacked way to use Levia Redeemed. Levia Redeemed comes into play as like an item in Talishar, and you can activate it once you have 13 blood debt, but it means stuff like Kyloria can steal it, and Plasmavet Consumed still does not work on Talishar. So while we await those changes, I know it's probably an absolute mess to code. You can do it all manually on Tabletop Simulator, but I really, just even offline, don't enjoy Tabletop Simulator. It feels like too much effort is given to actions that like really should never take that much effort, especially if it's on the table, not to mention on Talishar. And for me, it just like makes me hella disassociate from the game. I feel like I don't play the game well at all if it's on TTS. Like I don't really feel like I'm playing Flesh and Blood. I'm playing like, you know, turn a die simulator. I just don't really love it. And it gets worse on stream because then there's the whole effort of like trying to make the stream entertaining and not look like an idiot playing new decks, on top of dealing with TTS, on top of it not having matchmaking, right? So there's the extra hurdle of like finding opponents, on top of like the random stuff that happens on TTS, like you hit a wrong button and all of a sudden your deck is like flying around all over the place. Like I just don't love it. So I don't expect today is going to go super long, because more than anything, I just want to see what it feels like personally to play some games on TTS on stream. If I'm not loving it, then I'm sorry. We're just gonna call it, because I like I said, like I don't personally enjoy playing on TTS. This is for you all. So we're just gonna give it a go and see what happens. And yeah, shout out to Ian. It's Ian right here, who's linked in the description. Ian TCG. He's got a YouTube channel. He's the one who actually made the mod. Went ahead and got it all ready. So huge props, because I have seen other people like streaming their TTS games playing. Like that's been a easy way for people to get in some practice already, and it looks great. Like everything seemed to work. I messed around with it a little bit on stream, or before stream rather, and I do think it's functioning. I couldn't figure out anything that was wrong other than the dice are like a weird opacity, and I can't change the playmat off of Prism and Chain. It's just not in the mod for whatever reason. So we're playing on a Prism mat, I guess. But there we go. Levia isn't broken on Talishar, it just hasn't been implemented. Yeah, exactly. For everyone saying, I don't get it, you know, like I died to Consumed, why didn't it trigger? It just isn't there yet. It's not there yet. It's not that like, Levia's bugged. No, she just doesn't exist, really, on the platform yet. So bear with the devs. If you want to see what their process is like, I did a stream with a bunch of the Talishar people, and we got to see the behind the scenes of what it takes to actually get a new card implemented. And so, yeah, if you want to peek inside that world and see the amount of effort and work that puts in and like the bug fixing they do, I can't imagine how horrible Levia is going to be for them to try to figure out. Just no idea. It sounds like nightmare. And sure enough, it is taking a while. You saw Iva video was in a few Levia decks. You're wondering if you could talk about it in Levia decks. You're not sure how you feel about it. Iva video has always just been a blue that you could run in Levia because she's so tied to Blood Rush. It does basically two things for a Blood Rush deck. Number one, it helps you draw towards Blood Rush. If you don't see Blood Rush cards on top of your deck, then you just bottom them, and that's it. There's no way those cards are more valuable than drawing a Blood Rush, right? So that's use case number one. Use case number two is when you actually pitch it for a Blood Rush, you can help guarantee drawing resource cards. Because if you peek the top and it's double red, then you wasted a Blood Rush. So it lets you craft that a little bit as well. It's got more fringe cases. Like there's the draw discards that it can synergize with. It can help on like an Art of War, but really what it's for is just because Blood Rush is so critical to a Brute deck that the tiniest extra bit of percentage points you get by just finding a Blood Rush or fixing a Blood Rush hand with Iva Fidia, like that is worth it. If you have the card, I would never go out of your way to go buy it. Just it doesn't make sense. It's not that big a deal. Run literally any blue, even like some trash blue block 3. It could be Sift, and it's totally fine in place of Iva Fidia. Iva Fidia is just for that like use case, right? Of if you're trying to squeeze out every singular percentage point in your deck that's going to be holding a blue anyway every single turn, which Levia generally is. It's not like Levia sees a hand and is like, okay, I'm going to full block. Generally, you do have to be keeping 2 cards a hand. So if that blue is going to be kept anyway, then it might as well be an eye, which might as well help you dig for Blood Rush a bit. And that's kind of that's why people have been running it. I don't know if it's ever been like in a super successful Levia build, but it comes up now and again, and yeah, I mean, just for ratio fixing as well, you do tend to start to build Levia decks like pretty blue heavy. They've normally been around like 19 to 22. It's kind of like the blue range in a Levia deck, and when you start getting into singletons, Iva Fidia just makes sense, like especially on Talishar. Or on, like, you know, when you're playing on Talishar, making decks on Fabry, you can just click in an Iva Fidia. It doesn't cost anything in person. So if you're finding, like, that one last blue to round out your blue base, like, sure, toss in an eye, because it just feels good. It's a one-of anyway. Hey, put some respect on Sift. Sift was pretty good in Blitz. I think I was playing 2 Sift, 1 Whispers, or something like that, in Blitz Levia for the longest time, just for turn 0 playables. Just, like, burn something, get it to graveyard, and Sift in a similar way was turn 0 like Iva Fidia, you know, just dig towards a Blood Rush. That was it. Like, literally, you could run Sift, and it's like a turn 0 Iva Fidia, but, yeah, anyway. Anyway. Yeah, run Heart of Findel instead, sure. Go a little more expensive with it. In my experience, the more aggressively slanted the Levia build, the better Iva Fidia is. Yeah, absolutely, Jacob. Oh, what's up, Jacob, by the way? Yeah, because the more aggressive a Levia build is, the more likely it's running the Pulping and Wild Ride package. And those also obviously get great benefit off of an opt effect. In fact, that's where, if you're really running like the 6 draw discards, that's where Iva Fidia probably actually gets stapled in your list, because if you're running the 6 drawn discards, that is definitely on top of Blood Rush, right? So now you're looking at 9 cards that truly synergize with Eye. Like, that is a package in its own right. Definitely a perk. You don't need to run it, though. You really don't. You really don't. Eye is worth more than Heart? For reals? No, let's look that up. I'll pull this up over here. TCG player. I would think that Heart is back to being super hot because Prism players are running Heart right now, at least in their experiments. Alright, we're Stackswell now. Market watch. Alright, market price. 430 basically. Let's see. Lowest listing? Yeah, is that 430? Damn, that's expensive. Iva Fidia? Oh my lord! Holy... Wait. No. Market price is way lower. Jesus Christ. Who's playing Iva Fidia right now? Wait, legit. Who's playing it? Like, Kano? That's it? Why is it crazy? I mean, Sainscour Grapo Azalea, I guess, is playing it. Jesus Christ. Wow, I used to think I was a fool for buying these when I did. They were like, I got them for like 200-ish bucks a piece when I was just starting out in the game. And I thought, man, that's a lot of money to spend on freaking cardboard. I feel like an idiot. But now, look at that payoff. I spent like 200 bucks. I think it was like 225 on a Heart of Findel, and then like 250 on an Iva Fidia. When I was brand new, I was going hard. I'm like, you know what? I'm in. And everyone's telling me that like these are a safe buy, and they're generic, so, you know, probably a decent bet. And now, what I paid is literally less than like 1 eye right now. That's crazy. Okay, I'm literally never going to put Iva Fidia in my deck list again. This is criminal. This is criminal that it is this expensive. Do not, for even a second, think you need to buy Iva Fidia for a Levia deck. Never. You're experimenting with dropping Pulping for Ram Raider to up the blood deck count. Yeah, I mean, Ram Raider, it's a weird one because in testing, well, not even testing, in theory, like, it really only is the Levia rate on skittering, right? But you do have to also consider that just the more go again you can jam into a deck after the consumed flip, the better. Because then the fact that it's banishing a card from hand feels a little less bad. When it's played from Blast Effect consumed, it's basically like an on-rate type of go again card, which, I mean, if you only had Dread Screamers to pull out, that's only a 3 of, and that's only if you got them all in banished. So if you really are trying to be an aggressive build, maybe you are jamming Ram Raider. It's not even necessarily to play out first cycle, but it's just to block with them, play it if it comes up, but just make it that extra go again, that extra Dread Screamer once you flip from consumed, because then the cost feels a bit better. A lot to experiment with, honestly. Mostly found in Kano, smaller amounts in Levia, Azalea, and Rhinar. Yeah, I'd probably say it's Kano #1. Then, to my knowledge, it was probably like Azalea. And then Levia, and then I didn't even know Rhinars were playing it. But it would make sense, like, similar thought process. If your deck's tied to Blood Rush, then that's that. Okay, before we jump into TTS, I want to give you all some time to download this mod. 1 second. Let me pull up the link to it. Because here's the deal. If you'd like to play, because the deal with TTS is that we're gonna have to like set up a lobby manually. So if you'd like to play today, we're gonna probably only play like 2 games or so. I'm telling you, like I can't be my streamer persona when I play TTS. Like I do not enjoy the program enough to like lose myself in it. But here we go. That is the link in the chat to download the Dusk Till Dawn mod made by IanTCG. You will have to download it. You will then have to boot up your Steam, make sure it loads. You know, check the bottom left, make sure that it actually loads. Mine was having issues forever. Then I made a lobby. Called Mansant, and the password is stream123. So we're already in. And honestly, we're just gonna wait. Whoever joins in first will play a game. But I'm telling you right now, like, this is gonna be some bad content. Why do I hate TTS? I just can't help it. Like, I disassociate from the game in TTS. There's too much like manual action done that feels so unnatural. You know, like I'm not sitting down to play a card game and getting any joy out of, you know, turning a die by pressing number keys. Or like having to spam R to randomize a die. Or, you know, pressing Q and E to like turn cards around. It is just such an unnatural way to enjoy a card game. I don't like it at all. Like 0%. But it is functional. So for that, we're going to suck it up and play a little bit. But yeah, like, you know, because these actions, right? When you do them on a table physically, it's why you're sitting down and playing a card game. You love these little actions, the card flicking, the thumbing of a card as you like slap it on a table, you know, the sly little side swipe with your weapon as you put it on the combat chain. Like, all those moments feel amazing. And to compare them at all to like dragging and dropping these cards that like sometimes snap together and you're like, no, don't snap, and then, you know, you click the button but sometimes it's like not lined up properly and you're like, wait, what's going on? Oh no, I didn't want that one to go in the deck. I wanted the Rouse to go in the deck. And you just have to, like, I don't like it, okay? It's icky. Ew. But I appreciate the work. I appreciate the work that's been put in to make it happen. And I think I'm just a complainer at the end of the day. That's all it is. I'm just a complainer. What was the server password? It was stream123. The game lobby should be something like Mansant. I don't even need to type Mansant. You obviously know. Have I seen the price of the Levia promo? No. Okay. Maybe probably this promo. This promo. This is the rainbow foil. Maybe. This is the cold foil, I would assume, something like that. Cold foil being 200, that's crazy. This thing was like 40 bucks for the longest time. I had like 8 of them. No one wanted them. Oh, I don't know if these are real prices, right? But people are buying them. That's pretty crazy. Rainbow foil. Rainbow foil's still cheap. Look at this. Pick up the rainbow. Do it, people. Look at that. Buy them out. This person's got the right idea. You know what you have, Capitan cards. Oh, I hear someone in TTS. Okay, one other thing before we get into the game. Alright, so, like, in yesterday's video, I mentioned the giveaways. So I haven't actually put out any post yet because I didn't have time this morning, but I'll do it after stream because it'll be a shorter stream. The artist proof cards. the artist proof cards that are in this little stack here. So these ones, the artist proofs that I had been planning on giving out, I figured out a way to distribute them, I think, pretty fairly across all the social medias. So since it is a celebration sparked by the Discord, because the Discord hit 1,000, and that's pretty crazy. I know the YouTube channel is about to hit 5,000, like that's crazy in its own right. So the YouTube's got one of the good ones. But here's how I think I'm going to spread it out. So on the Discord itself, since they're the ones who sparked it, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm looking into this whole like giveaway bot thing to make it work, for the Levia Adult and Levia Young versions of the signed artist proof. These ones. They'll be given away on the Discord in some capacity with a giveaway bot to 2 different people. I still want to spread it around. On YouTube in particular, the way to enter this giveaway is going to be as simple as leaving a comment on today's stream. So if you leave a comment on the stream, I'll definitely go and like pin a comment to let everyone else know to do the same thing. Just leave a comment. Leave a comment. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. That's the easiest way to do YouTube giveaways, because there's like these comment picker things that you can just log on to. So super easy. If you win, I'll just reply to you and then we'll get in touch and all that. I'm going to do the drawing for all this probably like to kick off Monday's stream next week. I'll do all 5 drawings live so we get everyone their goodies in due time. Right, hopefully in time for Dusk Till Dawn release. So that's all you got to do for the YouTube giveaway specifically. Drop a comment on this video, and you could win the like full art Blitz version of Levia, or I mean the one that came in the Blitz deck rather. This is the adult, but signed by Wisnutan, artist proof once again. And then the Patreon, I do have to give them the nicest prize because they do give me money, and I deeply appreciate that. Like. It's a big deal to go out of your way and sub to my Patreon, because I don't actually I don't gatekeep any content. I don't paywall any content behind the Patreon. Everything I do is public on the Discord or on YouTube or Twitter, whatever. But the people on Patreon who go out of their way to actually help support like me is just incredible. So they do get the best one. They get the best one. And I really hope, I hope people aren't upset about that one, because I do deeply appreciate my patrons. I don't do enough for them. So sorry, YouTube, you don't get this one. This is saved for the patrons. But I'll be doing a giveaway there. Same deal. I'll post about it today. And then on Twitter, we'll do the token Blasphemfet, which I think is the least exciting one. Maybe that one's more exciting than I'm giving it credit for. But for me, I don't think that one's as cool, because I do have those full art Blasphemfet tokens that I just give out to people. I think I have one in my wallet. So if you wanted like a cool Blasphemfet token, I mean, come on, just use my business card, basically. Wait, do I have one in my wallet? If not, I'll go get one. All right, 1 second. All I got in there are $1 bills. These ones. Look at this. So if you see me at a event, or if you, I mean, if you're a patron, I send you one of these. But these are just my business card. Look at that, League Levia. Scan the QR code, you go right to the Discord. It's got all the links. I triple checked for typos. No typos. And you get a really sexy full art Blasphemfet out of it. So, anyway, because of that, I find this one to be the least exciting of the giveaways, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, this one's going out to the Twitter audience, because we're also over 2K followers there. And that'll be it. That'll be how we distribute everything. Like I said, I haven't actually made the giveaway post for anything yet. That'll happen later today. But the one you can enter as of now is either join the Patreon and then boom, you're in for that one. Or leave a comment on this YouTube video and then boom, you're in for that one. And we'll draw everything live on Monday. Okay. Now let's go back to the TTS, because there is someone there, and I apologize. I haven't even tabbed over and said hi to them. But someone's here. Hey, sorry. They are playing Arakni. All right, very meta-relevant matchup. This will be great. Interestingly enough, I don't even know if this was the build that I really cared about testing first. Okay, you know what? You know what? We all know which build I care about. We're going to the full recursion list. We're doing it. This is actually probably pretty decent into Arakni as well, I would think. But, you know, I said this is the one I'm most excited about. This is my day one. This is my day one. So we're doing it. Alright. There's my main deck. My fatty sideboard. You know it. We're rocking that Hellhammer. This is why everyone's here. I'm a Hellhammer truther. Is it search? Okay, yeah, it is search. Alright, we got our gambler's gloves. We got our tunic. I don't even know if we, like, need Ebonfold in this one. This matchup in particular, like, Arakni's gonna be banishing stuff, right? Although they probably never give us what we want banished off the top, to be fair. To be fair. So maybe we still take Ebonfold. Yeah, we're going all greedy with it. I mean, this is a greedy build. Greedy build, greedy matchup. We're going in. And then we can probably also fat deck it with every single recursion piece, because, like, why not, you know? Heck yeah. Let's put them all in. Actually, not that one. That one's bad. Dimensional Vortex. I do want to try that card. I don't think this matchup is where it's really going to matter. Yeah, let's put in all these misses. Every single one of those non-sixes, because they're just going to get banished anyway. Okay, okay. Hold on, let me read chat real quick. Oh man, when I scroll through chat, it also zooms on this. Okay. One sec. Then we can start. Alright, hold up. I gotta... This is so messy visually. When I scroll on chat, look what it's doing. Oh, TTS. You're lovely. Little Gherkin. Oh, that's you. Okay, what's up? Little Gherkin's in the chat. We already checked the price of Levia. Yes, yes. You shouldn't have sold your Levia for 75 2 years ago. I think I just gave mine away. I literally gave away my suite of cold foil Levias because no one wanted them, to the point where it was like, you know, this is like, it's fun for me to just keep giving them out, you know, make people happy, and they're really not worth that much, so who cares? And now look at them. Now look at them. Discord link. No, Discord is open. I mean, just go click. It's in the description of every video. It's the Legal Levi Discord. It's not tied to Mansant. It's not the Mansant Discord, you know? There is no Mansant Discord. If you want to be part of, I guess, like, my community or whatever, just, you know, hang out on stream. That's where we're at. But the Legal Levi Discord is for all the Levia players. And so that's what we're celebrating. It's been blowing up too. Like, everyone is so hyped. It's very cool. It hasn't been that active in like 2 years. This comment will make me win. Hold up, Ty. You gotta type it on the YouTube video itself, not in chat. Hold up. Can you actually do that when it's a live stream? If it's not, then you have to, if you can't do that, you're gonna have to come back when the stream is over. Oh, shoot. Alright, alright. Unfortunately, people, you're gonna have to drop a comment when the stream is done. It doesn't let you do it when it's live, but that's how the comment picker giveaway stuff works. So, unfortunately, yeah, looks like you can't leave a comment now. So, don't forget, just come back in, like, you know, an hour and a half or whatever when the stream is over, because it's not going to be a super long one today. Leave a comment, and that's how you'll be in. So, everyone watching this back on the VOD, they get it easy. Everyone live, sorry, you're struggling. Yeah, okay, so that caught up. No wonder everyone was spamming comments. I didn't explain myself. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, ready. Even or odd. I also, I just don't like typing either. Terrible typer. Alright, they said odd, baby. Now I have to spam R. And now let's see what happens. Even. Alright. Well, it's Recursion Levia, so if I can open with any... If I can open with any recursion pieces, you do just kind of do it. We'll put this here. We'll draw our 4. Oh, it's miserable. Worst start. Okay, well, we've got no recursion at all. We don't love any of these in Arsenal either. We could cycle through Art of War just to find something, but then that racks up our blood debt. We also, this is an interesting problem. Without claws, or like even Romping Club, you can't pitch in to just waste resources away on turn 0. Interesting, interesting. But we expect this to be a slow matchup, so I don't think we super mind. We'll just do this. That's it. Pass. I don't know. How do you communicate on Talishar? What's the norm? Do you say everything? My turn ends. Pass priority. I Arsenal. Oh, God. Man, just play. Opponent is waiting. Calm down. It's a stream. We took a lot of time explaining how we're not taking the Talishar stream seriously. This is not a grind fest. I'm not trying to fit in like 50 games. Okay, take the Spider's Bite. I mean, we're just blocking with this entire hand, basically. And we can't even keep the 1-card hand for Hellhammer. How do we see their cards in hand? They are hidden by this thing. Because we have to zoom out to about here. That's too high. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We've done it. That's our first block of the game. Orbitoclast. That one I'll take. I'm fine. Okay, this is good. My opponent is following pretty quickly. Alright, I'll play fast too. I took it. I took it. Or maybe they didn't see it. Yeah, TTS not the vibe. I hard agree. I hard agree. Okay, well, that was their turn. Interesting, interesting. They even chose to pitch Eradicate rather than swing it. Okay, well then, screw it. We're going in with Art of War, baby. I'm down. I forget how to play this deck. We're also going to take up Tunic. I'll say +1. Draw. I'm probably not even going to be able to swing anything. It's the hard truth. Oh, there we go. Now we found Art of War. I should have said go again. We're trash. Alright, I could also roll Scabs then. We go really hard. Why'd I say +1? What was the thought again? Oh, because we thought maybe we might even not have played something. Okay, whatever. We're going to roll Scabs. Scabs, 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 Scabs. This is it, baby. Roll a 1 right here. Do it for me, game. Okay, nope. We're very good at this game. Very good. We can do this now. We'll draw a card. No float. Alright, don't hit convulsions. Not convulsions, not convulsions. You bastard. Oh my god. Stream sniping, dude. Oh, lord. Okay, so no trigger on Shadow. Just comes in for 7. How do I... Should I mark 7? I could grab another one of these. Here. Make it easy to follow. 7. No further blocks. Okay. Resolves. Sure. We have the 1 blood debt. That's good. We only want to hit the 1 blood debt. We'll come in for 8 then. Look at this. 8. Ooh. Getting all them 2 blocks out. I will allow this. No. I've got no cards, buddy. Okay. Frailty Trap. This did not come from Arsenal, so that won't do anything. It's just an extra 3. Okay, I'm taking 5. Okay, cool. Cool pass. Oh wait, oops, I gotta banish these 3. They're all gone. So I have 2 blood debt. That was the point of this marker. We have 2 blood debt here. Okay, stacking wise, who cares? Draw 4. Look at all these buttons I'm clicking. My APM is insane. 2 here. Oh, that Shadow Blasphemous hit. That miss was a big deal. If it hit, also a big deal. This is looking for attack actions, I believe. Leave it on top. Okay, sounds good. My turn. It's only 2 blood debt. Don't super mind then. Just blocking, returning, swing big. That doesn't sound terrible. It is Tunic, though, so I could just block with 1 card, let it hit, so I could go Dread Screamer, Tunic, Swing Big. That's the best use of Tunic before finding any recursion pieces, so I actually think I'm going to go for that. Let's go ahead. We'll let the 2 damage through, just block 2. Because this is not our Arsenal card anyway. And we're going to clear it on the ban. Oh, actually, sorry, that's the wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. Block, take 2. Okay, is that it? Yep, okay. I appreciate that, opponent. Okay, it's a Deadwood Rumbler. My blood debt goes up to 3. They get a silver. How do you draw a line like that? I've never seen that. Is it this? Oh, cool. Alright, we're going to go Tunic 3. Oh, I've got to switch back to hand, though. Tunic 3. We'll do Dread Screamer. Here, clears 1, 2, 3. Blood debt up to 5. Just hold shift. No, that didn't do it. I don't see a shortcut. It's F4. Oh, okay, so I've got to do the F keys. All right, so F4 is this one. F1 is back to this. All right, I'm learning. Tab to ping. That was from hand. I don't get a frailty, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Yeah. Never mind. It triggers. I'm just saying no -1. Yeah. Right, that's what's happening here. Frailty's going to trigger, but Frailty only cares if it was arsenal or weapons. So, still coming through, but I do get the Frailty. This is all correct. I'm sorry, opponent. I apologize. Okay, take 2. Is this all correct? All right, I believe they're taking 2. I will use Tunic here, spend, swing big. There we go. Ah, now see, I have done one thing over my opponent here. I went ahead and hit rotation degrees to 90. So check this out. When I rotate something, boom, easily 90. My opponent seems to me that they're stuck on little 5-degree tilt. Full block, okay. Where's Quicken token? There they go. You can have this. This will all go. Frailty. It's gone. Get the Tunic ready for next turn. How many cards do they have? 1? Okay, well. I mean, they should probably just pass. I'm only at 2 cards in graveyard. Okay, he's gonna... They blur out arse. Because of the Brits, I guess. Okay, so we have the option then to just ebb and fold away if we really don't want to take 5 blood debt. Could also just Hellhammer, which is also not so bad. That's kind of the deal, right? That's the point of Hellhammer, is it buys you room to not take blood debt in a position like this. The thing we were waiting for with ebb and fold was specifically Dimensional Gateway, because drawing that card makes it actually unplayable. I think we might as well hold ebb and fold, right? Who cares? So it could just be Hellhammer. Hellhammer, Arsenal, Endless Maw seems pretty decent. Could also be Arsenal, Guardian of the Shadow Realm. Not bad. We know they're about to try to slam us with something. But arsenaling a way to turn off blood debt tends to always be a better way to do things. No. The Meat Axe would not make sense over Hellhammer. Because you'd only swing it like once per game. And at that point, my once per game, I'd rather go to Hellhammer. Because in a position like this, it is turning off 5 blood debt. So let's go ahead, swing Hellhammer. I'll do this. And this. Come in for 6. Oh, I've got to do my thing. 6. No. They're taking 3. I'll allow it. This will banish. No blood debt. Arsenal. They can go ahead. 6 blood debt. Doomsday Live. They have 2 cards in hand still. Okay. This is the Annihilate. Same deal as before. Okay, you're gonna do your thing. I'm learning the keys, look. Leave it on top. If we want to get full value of this hand, it's going to be blocking with 2 cards realistically, because the Art of War is what's going to end up in Arsenal, so it'd be hoping to block 3 with Dread, 3 with Endless, which sucks because they are very good cards. They are very good cards. But it's just how we have to do it. So this one's coming in for 5, likely the next one coming in for, I mean, you would assume likely 4 to 5, but with that many cards, it could be even like a CNC, they could just be dropping something like that. So I think it's safe for me to say no blocks. No blocks. Because if it is a 6 powered attack, I do not want to get blown out by that. We don't have a lot of armor equipment. Alright. Let's see, what'd they hit? Diabolic? Sure. You can get that out. I don't mind that. Okay, so realistically, the only hit is Howl from Beyond. Bottom. You bastard. That's a recursion piece, isn't it? You son of a gun. 2 cards in hand, eh? So you expect this could be a situation where maybe they are trying to go 3 wide. Looking to use black tech on this, drop 1 more card. So if I just singular card block, then that plays right into it. They can just black tech, play 1 more attack. If I drop 2 attacks on this, it'd have to be like a pump or a shred, black tech and attack. So it puts them on having specifically 1 other card here. It'd be a waste of 2 life to play it that way, but it kind of ends their turn in theory. And it's what I realistically need to do. Like, I do need to make sure both of these cards end up blocking. So I think we'll just do this now. Oh my god, TTS, let me do this. If it is exactly yellow shred or red cut to the chase plus another 0 for 4, that'd be the toughest pill to swallow, but looks like it's not. Okay, we'll do that. Tunic. Alright, last card is going to stay. The rest will banish. Alright, 2 more blood debt. Blood debt off. 9. Nope. Ooh. Alright. Removable, getting good value. Still take 1. Okay. Take your 1. Go ahead. Okay. Man, that could have been 3 back-to-back Endless Maw turns if Arsenal wasn't clogged by Art of War. That'd been kind of cool. The way we drew it. CNC. Well, that's mildly annoying. Doesn't line up well with Guardian at all. At all, at all. That's pretty gross. Pretty gross. So it's just a 2-card CNC, reset something in Arsenal. I mean, Guardian wouldn't even be great here because of the way we drew reds on this hand. It looks kind of funky, but I don't even mind blocking with Dread and letting Arsenal go, just playing out endless Arsenal Guardian. Just sends 2 extra cards to grave, which will start being pretty relevant. It's just so little value out of the red Dread Screamers and the Endless Maws, having to block with 2 red Dreads. I think that's fine. The other possibility is just, play out the Art of War then. Like, pitch the Guardian, play out Art of War, say, banish to draw and +1. Doing it that way then sends the Art of War to graveyard plus the extra card I'm drawing, so that is sending the same 2 to graveyard. It's then potentially blocking 4, so it's actually 1 better, but it ramps my blood debt 1 higher, which I don't think I actually care about, so let's do this. I'll say banish +1. Banish here to 10, draw 2. Okay, that is wildly awkward. This is where Ebonfold comes into play, which we will have Tunic Ebonfold for, which means they have to use it next turn, funny enough. Funny enough. At least we found these cards. So yeah, block with Howl, although this is going to get awkward. It'll be 3 misses in the graveyard, because it'll be Art of War, Howl, and the Ebonfold. Although we don't have to use the Ebonfold first, right? It can just be the Endless Maw, and then follow Tunic, Ebonfold, Banish Dimensional, Arsenal, whatever the random last card is. As long as it's on a Wrecker Romp, that's fine. Okay. I believe this will be the play. Okay. Okay, block 2. Take 4. One, two, three, 4. Tunic. Okay, other option being this could be a Scab's turn. Rather than do the play where we play Endless first, then Tunic Ebonfold to get this out. It could instead be roll Scabs. See if it hits. Lead with the Ebon, banish here, see what resource card it is, and then potentially the turn is just Endless and Dimensional. I mean, actually, all I would need to do is draw red, and that plays fine. So if I roll Scabs, then I'm basically playing Dimensional this turn exactly. And I wouldn't need to change the order, actually. So I think it is worth it to roll Scabs here, because they have an arsenal. So, yeah, it probably is worth it then, because Endless Maw is going to get played out first. It'll banish, it can't miss. Then I'd follow up with Tunic, Ebonfold, Banish Dimensional, even if I draw a red, play out the red, or pitch the red rather, for Dimensional, blow up their arsenal, refill the graveyard at that point with Ebonfold, Dimensional, and whatever's left over, plus the Endless Maw. That's not terrible. It's a Scab's turn. Scabs. Let's do it. No, it doesn't block 3 because Art of War is only gives +1 to attack reacts. Okay, so we're not going for that line then. It's just going to be Endless Maw. So these will banish. We've got 1, 2, more Blood Debt. It's coming in for 9. It unfortunately left the Howl from Beyond. Win 0, loss 0. That is what W and L tends to mean. Okay, take 6. Alright, then we're going to use Tunic. Crack Ebonfold. Banish Dimensional. Draw a card. Please don't be a Recursion. That is a totally fine arsenal. That'll be the turn. Alright, we've gotten Tunic value as it's been on 3 every single turn so far, which is actually... That's good news, because in previous versions of this I've played where I want to run Tunic, I think, it like never lines up. But now even running Ebonfold starts to make more sense. Plague Hive, okay. Let's roll. In terms of playables here, we've got Dimensional Gateway, and that's it so far. 12 Blood Debt. 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. Yes, sounds good. Oh, the Bloodrot. I'll put this over here. I have no head. Just a giant postule where my head used to be. Sam, I can't help it. Like, I'm not myself on TTS. I don't like this. I don't enjoy it. I'm under pressure here. Okay, otherwise it's just Spider's Bite coming in. Okay, yes. Then in the graveyard right now, we basically have the perfect 3. We do have the perfect 3 in graveyard. We don't have the Deep-Rooted Evil to really make the loop worth anything right now. Their hand obviously follows up with a little more juice. Yeah, unfortunate part is, because it's exactly at 3 with these 2 misses, we couldn't even like try to lead with a Shadow Puppetry for... no, I don't think Shadow Puppetry is ever right anyway, to be fair. I mean, I guess it would be for Shadow Puppetry, Boneyard into Diabolic is fine. That'd be the play Shadow Puppetry is enabling. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. No real way to push for the howl value on the rebanish. This doesn't make sense. It would have to be like unworldly, banish it out first, 2 floating, recast howl, then pitch a whole new card for one of these guys. Not quite worth it. Yeah, the punt would be we keep the hand for the Shadow Puppetry play, but then the Shadow Puppetry is going to go to the graveyard. If the Boneyard misses on that, then not only is Blood Debt off, Diabolic just doesn't do anything. That's the huge fear here. Huge fear. So the other option is as simple as just block with Boneyard. I guess block with Shadow and just try to get lucky. Into Dread Screamer, Dimensional. No, that hits our own thing as well. None of these plays look super great. I'm just going to say no blocks, though. No blocks. I'll take one. Leave no witnesses. Actually, don't mind them getting rid of the unworldly. Kind of helps how the play would work. If this hits, then all of a sudden we actually have open arsenal. Open arsenal is not bad. It's only 4 damage. What we're under threat of, though, is Black Tech into another 4, hitting multiple contracts. Wait, how am I doing that? How am I doing that? What, I think it's... Yeah. Pick it up, and then hold right click to slide under. Oh my god. Oh my god, why don't I see any real play on this hand? What is wrong with me? It's just, we don't have the guarantee. We just literally don't have the guarantee. The only guaranteed play of this hand is saying no blocks and just playing Boneyard Marauder specifically. That's the only way you can guarantee what you want happens. Because even playing Dread Screamer off the blue into the Dimensional Vortex means the graveyard won't have a 6 for next turn, which is terrifying. That's how you do not want to leave the graveyard. You want to have at least one remainder 6 left over. That's kind of the problem we're dealing with here. I'm just going to let this arsenal go. No blocks. It's not even a yellow. They're going to mask it. Okay. Use mask. Oh, there we go. Alright, so they get... 1. Blood Debt goes up by 2. We now have a Ghostly Visit. Well, that kind of makes things more interesting. Because now I don't mind. I could lead with the Boneyard. Or not lead with Boneyard, but I could Scabs. If it hits, lead with Boneyard, get the 3 banishes I want, then Shadow Puppetry the Diabolic into Ghostly. That's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. Now we have a line. Now we have a line. Scabs. Let's hit, baby. Scabs Gamers. It's been 1 hit, 1 miss. 1 hit, 1 miss. But we also lost the draw on the 66% on the Shadow of Blazenfet. So we're in for some luck to make it even. Come on. Let's do it. That wasn't even a roll. What the fuck? It just landed on 2. Okay. What the hell was that? I don't trust TTS. 0% trust. Ugh, it makes this so much worse. We can try to just get lucky. That's the worst way to play it now, is just slam Shadow Puppetry, just try to get lucky. Hit the 6, end up Boneyard into Diabolic. Worst case, if it misses, yes, I'll take Blood Debt, but at least at that point, I could just pay into Howl Ghostly. Well, that's something to do, isn't it? Alright, screw it. I'm gonna do it. Shadow puppetry. Alright, this is the card that stays. Oh, we did it. Okay, so Blood Debt goes up by 2. It is off this turn. Coming in for 7 with hit effect. We've done it. Alright, since it did hit, we're just going to play the Diabolic. Actually, is that true? Maybe it's better to just play out the Ghostly, pay for Bloodrot. That's interesting. We just want to go... Okay. Take 4. Hit effect. Or react. Is he gonna react? Or... Okay, no reactions. Alright, we're good to look at this. It is a Yellow Dread Screamer. I would like that in my next hand. So, no, I will not banish that with the hit effect. Okay. Real choice to be made, though. 2 damage difference, either aggressively or offensively. Either I throw out the Ghostly, I lose 2 damage offensively, but I save 2 life by playing into Bloodrot. Or I just slam the Diabolic Offering, but then I take the additional 2. So, what is more relevant? They're at 16. They've got 3 cards in hand. I think just slamming the Diabolic is going to feel a little better. Let's do it. Slam Diabolic. 6. It's putting us at 3 cards in graveyard. It's the 1 hit, the 2 misses. We know we're drawing a Go Again source with Yellow Dread Screamer. Not the best, because we don't have Deep Rooted Evil still, because freaking Shadow Blasphephet missed. And they've bottomed 2 cards, so maybe they saw the Deep Rooted Evil, and we're just never going to get it. Okay, they're blocking 6. Okay. We also need to keep in mind that we could flip at any point, but we are at 27, you know? So why flip? Why flip when you have this much life? Yes, take 2. Ah, Deep Rooted Evil. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, this hand makes it completely playable. We painted Dead Screamer, and we just dump Deep Rooted from hand. Not great, but it's going to get us the loop that we want, because we already have the Howl. We're probably going to eat any damage in the world. Any damage in the world right now. They only have a 2-card hand. It's Slay the Scholars. No blocks, baby. I don't care. Do it. Do it to me. Where's Levia's weapons? We banished them. I'm not at 27. Didn't take damage from Leave No Witnesses. Is that true? Did I not take 4 from Leave No? Someone in chat is saying. I'll trust chat, honestly. This is my problem with TTS. Like, I don't track anything. Alright, we'll take 4 from Leave No Witnesses, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Didn't matter anyway. No breakpoints on the table. That would have come into effect. Alright. Then... Yep, okay. True. Yes, opponent, thank you. That is banished. My turn. We're just going to come in for 6, go again. 1, 2, more Blood Debt. 6, go again. Alright, loop is in action. Loop is in action, but life totals are actually much closer than previously anticipated. We still have 3 block here, Tunic's about to be up. We're not going into turn with Arsenal. Are they sinking a card? Yes, they are sinking a card. Okay. 6. To follow up on the Levia's weapon question, Levia's weapon was a Hellhammer. That was banished to save 5 HP. Worth it. Alright, cool. Now we just need to not die, because we have everything in place. Everything we could ever want. A pretty bad let's not die hand, not gonna lie. No blues to really make this turn play into the loop. Oh well. This play can at least be Tunic for Boneyard. Block 6, Tunic, Boneyard, Arsenal, Shadow. Not terrible. Oh, my opponent thinks I must have a Bloodrot in hand, because I haven't played one yet. I'll tell them, no BRB in this build. But I do have playables from a banish. There we go. They're doing the classic, let's not attack, because my graveyard's at 2. But the reality is, we have the Howl from Beyond, which is instantly playable. Could roll Scabs for Ghostly, Dimensional. So, a lot of options in the graveyard, or in the banish right now. Alright, top, they say. I think I'm in the market for just block 6, Tunic, Boneyard, Arsenal, Shadow, Blazafet. Shadow Blazafet, pretty bad right now. There's nothing else to pull out of the deck other than like a Guardian. So in that case, I really want to pair it next to an Unworldly Bellow. Make that a 3-card hand. If it also just stays parked in Arsenal to help play around Codex a little bit, that's not terrible either. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to get the block 6 here. And that one is a red shred. Okay, it's fine. Sure. So I'm taking 2. Oh, it doesn't matter what they target. Okay, take 2. Okay, taking 2. Banish top. They're getting non-blocks out of my deck. I don't mind it. My turn, Tunic. I'll use Tunic, Boneyard. Alright, 1 more. 2 more. This is the Deep Rooted Evil, staying there. This is 6. With Shadow in hand. This is the new recursion list, yeah. Took a while to find the pieces, and once we did, we didn't draw any blues. That a little tough to swallow, but they're in there. They're in there. We'll see them. The blues that they've banished so far have been a Diabolic Offering, and I believe 2 blue Deadwoods. So really haven't hit too much of the blue base. We've been pitching a lot in. The hands will start coming. No. You know, actually, I probably should have rolled Scabs, just because I could have turned Shadow Blazafet into Dimensional. That was probably better here. But it's such a cute play to just be able to do the 1-card 6 off Tunic. Okay. Oh, we found Doomsday. Beautiful. We also found the Unworldly to combo next to Shadow, but this would be our blue for the turn. Oh, actually, okay, look, good. Good thing we didn't Dimensional Gateway, because look what was in Arsenal. The Sigil. And now, like I said, we're parking Shadow Blazafet here to help play around Codex. We don't have to worry about any of these discards. If it does get banished, we don't even super care. The card's just not that important. They get leave no witnesses. Yes, I will give myself a frailty. Not a big deal. We don't even have a weapon. No. The plan is consumed. Or sorry, the plan is redeemed. The plan is just get redeemed value. Yes. I mean, we have 22 blood debt and 26 cards. To flip into consumed would just lose the game. There's zero intention to play consumed. It is just grind and flip into redeemed. That is it. You do need things to line up though, because if you flip to redeemed with your recursion in banish, that causes problems. So you want to make sure that you specifically are flipping to redeemed on a turn where you already play out Howl and Deep-Rooted Evil, because those are the pieces you really care about. The rest can flip. But you want to have your redeem flip happen on a turn where you are unworldly into Howl, into Deep-Rooted Evil. That way all of it's in your graveyard, and then you flip and get the heal off. Okay, they're coming in. Did you Arakni? $22 blood debt? Hell yeah. Have I tried the Lexi matchup? No, this is the first game, and I probably am going to call it the last game. I really cannot jive with TTS. I don't like it. I can't pay attention to chat at all. I miss things anyway. It is just like, it is not my happy place. Are they thinking? They said bottom. Oh, okay. Okay, well. I really don't mind trying to just block with Unworldly Scabs. Just see what they do. If they actually... Yeah, I think that'll be what I try. If we block with Unworldly Scabs and they don't pump it, you know, cool. No problem. If they do pump it and we end up losing Shadow Blasvet, same deal, not a huge problem. But then on our turn, it leaves it open to trying to roll Scabs. If Scabs hits, then it's Boneyard into Doomsday for 12 damage hand where we stick Plasma, which is pretty cool. If it doesn't hit, then the turn can just be Doomsday, Banish, the Boneyard, and Arsenal Artivore, and the turn is still okay. The turn is still okay. So let's try... Okay, no reactions. Cool. Take a tiny die, put it over here. This goes to the yard. Yard right now is those cards, correct. Ponder breaks. Okay, cool. So they're a card inefficient on that turn. We appreciate that. Let's see it, baby. Scabs. Alright, we've rolled Scabs 3 times. 1 hit, 2 misses. 1 hit, 2 misses. Give me a hit. It'd be fair. It's only fair. Oh my god, we can actually use all 6. Yes, baby. We can actually use the 6, which is pretty hot. We're gonna go ahead and Doomsday. Oops, I don't... How do we find, Plasmafet? I think he's in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, I didn't know he was here. Alright, so we're going to summon Plasmafet. This is going to go to the yard. We're doing that to then play Artivore. Artivore is going to banish. This one will stay. These will go. Alright, that's 2 more blood debts. Deep-Rooted Evil is playable to note, but that's not going to be what the turn is. The turn's going to be Plasmafet attack and Ghostly Visit. So, Boneyard 6, 2 AP left. The reason to play Doomsday out first was to try to increase the odds of hitting the misses, but I actually think in this scenario that didn't matter. So I probably shouldn't have played out the Doomsday yet, Because in this scenario, we have control over the graveyard anyway. It didn't matter what we would have hit, because we're ending the turn exactly as we want, no matter what, with guaranteed Boneyard, guaranteed leftover card, guaranteed Ghostly Visit. So actually, because it was a 6 specifically, there was no reason to play Doomsday out first. That's just an old habit. But because we know we're going to end the graveyard exactly as we want it, yeah, shouldn't have done this. Should not have done this. This is just giving free information that we had the Doomsday. Oh well. Okay. Okay, and then this is interesting. If we really want like card advantage, we could play the dimensional out because we don't even care about this arsenal. Or if we just want the damage, I think it's better just... Yeah, let's just throw the Ghostly. I mean, they're at 6 after all. No more action points. No more floating. If they go down to 2, they're probably terrified of Reckless, but we know we don't even run Reckless. Okay. And now our boy Blasmfet sticks. So actually, this is interesting. If our opponent is playing for like a late game play of being able to kill Blasmfet, then a lot of opponents will just park like a CNC or something in Arsenal, right? It's what they used to do against Chain. I don't know if people really do it against Levia. But in theory, that's what you can do to try to play around like a late game ally like this. So if that was the scenario where we assume people are more, I guess, prepared for Levia and are making that kind of late game play, then if we played Dimensional out, that would have cleared the potential CNC for them to clear Blasmfet. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay, now let's check the hand. The hand is pretty easily either our 3-card 12 with Unworldly Swing Big. We do have the 2 misses right now, so if we play the hand differently, it would just be block with Swing Big. We wouldn't have enough graveyard to go for the like Unworldly Bellow into Dread Screamer into Blasmfet. That wouldn't quite work. The only way for us to not miss graveyard is to block with Swing Big and not the other cards. We could keep the... Huh. What's better? I mean... In a way, this is the Deep-Rooted Evil play instead. We could roll Scabs again and just make it that. Where this hand does let us do the Howl Deep-Rooted Evil, where we play Unworldly Bellow, then Howl, then Deep-Rooted Evil. We have the resources for it. It's just then a question of, you know, does Scabs hit to get Blasmfet value? But I think I'd rather plan my turn around swinging Blasmfet for the most value it can get, because they can't kill Blasmfet with whatever's left in their hand here. That can't be a one... Oh, I guess it could be a Death Touch. Oh, they could still kill Blasmfet, actually. Okay, that's fair. Let's just see what happens. No blocks on this. If they do turn and kill Blasmfet, we can use the full hand. Yep, so they can pull a Death Touch here, kill Blasmo. They have the 1 floating. Cool, so we're glad we kept this hand then. Yep, okay, Blasmo's gone. We don't care about the frailty. Cool. Alright, our turn is just this. We're going to clear the graveyard. Then do this, and we're just going to loop them. Where is the Deep-Rooted Evil? Alright. Graveyard is untouchable at this point. So this is coming in for What is it? 10, 13. Yeah, so now the graveyard is just kind of untouchable. We've got the loop, so anytime we have a banish 3, whether it's an Unworldly, Convulsions, or Dread Screamer, then this is just always playable. Nope. They're at 6, we're at 15, we still have the Redeem Flip if we ever need it. How much are they blocking here? 6, 7, 11. They're taking 2. Okay. Also, let me recount Blood Debt because I've been playing stuff out of Blood Debt. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does this have Blood Debt? Yeah, it does. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this would be 24. Oh, I didn't even pitch that right. Should have put the blue on top. Oh well. Alright. This is what we want to see. Give me more blues. Give me more unworldlies. And I will die a happy man. This is gone. Take 1 from bite. Oh, from the spider's bite? Okay, there we go. How many blues do you play? I mean, it depends on the build. I think Levia pretty happily always played before with around like 19 blues minimum. There are different cost curves to explore now, like skittering is a 1, right? So that's a new card you can add that doesn't actually like tax your resource base. 1 card in hand could be just a 0. For 4 could be another codex, would be great for them, which would start to make sense. I haven't tracked their pitch at all. Another problem with TTS, like the angle of it, I just don't look at it. They've only played the 2 codexes. It's obviously either we're through 15 turns or I'm crazy, so. Yeah, no blocks. We'll take the 1. I'll take the 1 now. Yep, last codex. No biggie dealy. We don't mind. We don't even have a weapon. And we're never playing this attack. Okay, is it time to let this go? Because we just have the loop that we want? Probably, honestly. Probably. No point in blocking with this hand. I think we can just let it go. Take 4. This will banish. 25 blood debt. 3 cards in graveyard. Tunic up. The turn. Yeah, Spider's Bite active. Yes, sir. The turn is just the Unworldly Bellow, Howl, Deeper to Evil, Arsenal, the new Shadow Blasmfet. That's fine. No blocks. Up to 26 blood debt. Oh, the Arakni trigger would have been Hungering Slaughter Beast. That's fine. Okay. This is... doesn't matter. They probably would have bottomed the yellow. 2 reds. Arsenal and top. Yeah. 2 hungering. Okay. We're just going to do this. Banish, 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 blood debt. We're going to play these back out. This one's just 12 because it's a yellow unworldly. Now, see the beauty of this? The blues we're pitching back in are blues that are still going to loop the Deeper to Evil. So the deck is just packed full of threat. If our opponent was trying to mill us out, I am sorry, but all we need are our blues, basically, to win the game. Not a normal deck. Not a normal deck. Okay, blocking 11. Take 1. Okay. Wait, did I take the 4 from Leave No Witnesses? Did I take the 4 when I said no blocks? Oh my god. I hate freaking TTS. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't deal. I can't deal. Alright, we got it. We've done it again. This is all we need. All we needed was this. And watch what we're going to do with this. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay. Four. Go again. Unfortunately, though, the Howl was already in graveyard, so we don't have a second Howl, so we can't go for the like really cutesy play of playing out the Howl twice. I mean, we'll roll Scabs and see if we can just play out the Shadow Blasphemous, because at this point they're out of codexes, so we don't care about keeping an arsenal. Nope. This is the one turn where Frailty Trap might do something. Use it wisely. Oh! Not like this. Okay, that's fine. I'll get a Frailty. I don't feel like rolling Scabs in that case, then. So I'll just do this. No, it was just for... You blocked... This is 9. Alright, I don't feel like rolling Scabs anymore. Frailty, not worth it. I mean, it still would have been game, so I should have done it. But I could have tunicked for the Shadow here, and it just would have been game. Ay. Because, yeah, they have to block here. And they probably, yeah, because it commits equipment. If I'd hit, then it's just tunic this. Doesn't matter that it's 5. They die, whatever. Okay. They're going to 1. We got this. Come on. We got this, team. Oh my god. Stack up the right way. Jeez, Oh my god, TTS, don't do this to me. Pass it back. Okay. Blue light on this hand. Blue light, but we do just... Well, we can't just win, unfortunately. They have 1, 2 blocks, a bunch of reactions. We can't freely just play out the Writhing, because then we might miss Blood Debt and die. What we can do, though, is just roll Scabs. Maybe it's just not worth being greedy here. There's no point. I don't think there's a point. We're just going to go... Wait, what's an arsenal here? Oh, wait. Wait, sorry. Shadow, Blasphemous, and Arsenal, does that change anything? It would just be these, Tunic, Shadow, and then that's 9 Dominate? Or sorry, 7 Dominate, which is the tallest we could make it. I think at that point it is game, unless 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, because they could have 1 more D-React there. I think we've only seen 2 unmovables, or is it 3? 1, 2. There is no other target left to hit with Shadow Blasphemous either. I kind of like Scabs more. Not a 1 into a 1, baby. Don't do this. Okay. Just the 1. Alright, if that's the case, then we're just going to play it safe. Pitch in the double red. Just clear this out. Blood Debt goes up by 3. Just 6 dominate. Yeah, they have a sigil anyway. Huh, there actually is a problem with this line. I think I should have pitched the blue, kept the howl. Because now I'm going to go to 1. Carding graveyard. And that's not the sweet spot if you only have 1 howl. If you have double howl, 1 is fine. But I actually don't have double howl. That is actually a little threatening. I should have thought about that more. Alright, but they're attacking me. Bottom. The 2 in hand. I'm at 9. Also a weird hand to draw Guardian of the Shadow Realm on, because we want to fill with 2 cards in graveyard. Huh, very awkward. Very awkward. Well, I mean, the turn can just be... No, that doesn't quite work either. Ooh, yeah, Guardian is super awkward. Super awkward in this. I don't like that. Yeah, if this was any other card, we can just block with 2 cards, not worry about it, and then our turn Unworldly Bellow, Tunic for Deep-Rooted would be fine. Doing it this way, it just doesn't fill the graveyard. Yes, the difference would have been this. If I'd pitched this, it would have been a howl in hand. That doesn't really change what could have happened either, to be fair, because this is kind of the problem draw. So I don't think that really changed anything. Well, we can just roll scabs. If we hit, cool. Play out the ghostly. Get that in the yard. Then Unworldly Tunic for Shadow. If Scabs hits. If it doesn't, then we have to break Gamblers to fill the yard, but then are dead to the 1. Very odd. Very odd. Two cards in hand. They're only at the 2. Really don't want to just like punt the game, you know? That'd be so sad. It could just be the full defensive turn and then just flip to redeemed. And then, but then we're losing out on the recursion pieces. They're not in the yard. No, so that can't be it either. I think I have to try to Guardian, and then on my turn, if they shred it, then they shred it. Like, the shadow's gone. It's not the biggest deal. Because this turn is still just gated by Scabs. Block here, there's 2 in the yard. It's gated by Scabs. If Scabs hits, then we throw the Ghostly out and can then play out the Underworldly, or the Unworldly, and still turn off Blood Debt. If it doesn't hit, then we have to roll Gamblers. Gamblers then fills the graveyard, and it's Unworldly into Tunic to use Deep-Rooted Evil, which is not the worst there. You could also just be full block out, use Tunic for Dimensional, which is that other play that's been sitting for a long time. Just go for the full block, and then Dimensional. And that will clear their arsenal and also banish a 6 for ourselves. I actually don't hate that. I kind of forgot that that was a play. That's really not bad. I think I'm kind of in for that. It could be block here, just go ahead Guardian over the top. And then on this turn, just pay into the Dimensional. Arsenal the Unworldly. That's not terrible. Could also just try to Scabs hit, because if it does work, then it could be Tunic for the Deeper Evil after. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Let's do this. Huh, that's really not so bad. That's not so bad at all. Cool, Dimensional. Actually coming up clutch. Okay, so now the option is, right, could roll Scabs, because if it hits, it's Dimensional, Tunic, and then pitch this for Deeper to Evil, which is crazy. I mean, that'd be great. Or we just take what we can get, don't play it risky, Tunic for Dimensional, banish both, and then just Arsenal Unworldly. I think there's too much upside for Scabs. It's been 2 hits, 3 misses, so let's even out. Let's even out. Okay, so in that case, let's just use Tunic. Turn off Blood Debt. We hit a Slay the Scholars, and we don't mind this in Arsenal. Okay, that's it. Not bad. Now we're seeing the good hands. That really wasn't awful. And they sacked all their equipment, so what can they do in a 4-card hand? Let's see. They have no more codexes. Pitching a blue shred. Oh, I didn't mind that play, actually. That was kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. They can buy back one more thing. Let's see it. Okay, Mask. I don't think Mask is that relevant. I mean, we'll just keep looping. It is 2 hits, 2 misses right now, so we don't want to block, really. Although we could, because we have Unworldly Bellow. That's not terrible, actually. Unworldly can help clear it out. Take 1. Orbitoclast. Take 1. I'm remembering, look, taking 1. Oh man, that's their entire turn. Okay, the Arakni problem bears its head. Okay, so now with these in hand, if we want to, oops, let's pick this up. If we want to try to get full use out of the double howl, it would be playing Howl out now, hoping Unworldly hits it, playing Howl again off this, then Deeper to Evil, right? The problem with that is if we play the Howl out first and it banishes those exact 3, we do have to pivot, which is not the biggest deal because we do have another Unworldly here to just really reset the graveyard in full. So I don't think that's the worst, actually, because there is the potential to just have a 7, 10, 16 damage turn and just win if it actually works. And if it doesn't work, we have a backup plan. So let's play for it. Let's do the Unworldly. This is going to go to the yard. We'll have 1 floating. Then the red Unworldly. Okay, hit a 6 here and we're golden. Okay, beautiful. I have backup plans. Okay, that all hit the way we wanted it to. So now we can play... Oops, so there's no floating right now. Now we can replay the Howl. And now we can replay the Deeper to Evil. And look at this. That is 2 Howls, the red Unworldly. That is 16 total off of a 4-card hand. Not bad. 2 Howl, red Unworld. Not bad. Let's see. Can they live? Sigil? Oh, look at that. They're doing it. Okay, 9, 13. They take 3 back to 2. Okay. Okay. So now you see we're in a situation where, once again, everything we pitched are cards we actually don't want to see. They can be our activators for the Deep-Rooted Evil. We have the Unworldly to make sure of the full reset in case it misses, because we're on 5 right now. Okay, I forgot I pitched in that swing big. Sure. So we can pivot things a little bit here in that case. Because right now it could miss. There are the 3 misses. If we play out the Unworldly first, that'll kind of answer some questions on what the graveyard's going to look like. Let's do this. These will stay. These will go. So that's a Deep-Rooted Evil, Dimensional Vortex, and the Soul Harvest. Okay. So that's +2 right now. Just keep track of all this with 2 floating. So now the Dread Screamer won't actually work because there's no 6s in the yard. So, Yeah, Dread Screamer wouldn't work in that case. We could still just make it a Deep-Rooted Evil play, but that's kind of weak because we can't reset the Howl. Blood Debt's already off. I don't mind going for the push then with Artivore banishing the Dread Screamer. If that's the play, then the turn could be Deep-Rooted Evil and swing big. That'd really be it. So I think that's fine. We'll do this. Banish. Draw 2. Only 1 floating. Okay, I mean, that's basically what we were looking for. 10? It'll be 16 total out of this turn, and we weren't even pitch efficient because we missed the Howl Banish. They still have 2 cards in hand, so they do likely survive, obviously. Is it worth rolling just for lethal with Ghostly? It probably is. It is worth rolling with Scabs here, because it is just lethal if we win. Cool. Let's do it. And Blood Debt's already off, and we don't mind arseling this if things actually go wrong here. So 1-1 is really not the worst. Alright, that is going to be game then. Because it'll then be Deep-Rooted Evil. Alright, so Scabs was, I believe, 3 hits, 4 misses. Six, 1 more action point. But it was... Oh my god, look at this. Oh, they were dead anyway. Oh, that's funny. Oh, well, there was no reason to flip to consumed, or flip to redeemed rather. But you can see that's kind of the point of this build is, I mean, Arakni's a weird matchup because they're trying to be grindy, which is not how I believe pretty much any other deck other than maybe like an Axdory wants to play. But the idea being you grind them down, you take less and less risks because of how the graveyard resets, and then at a certain point, there would be a flip where we're already oppressive, right? Like we're already generally a little bit ahead on the trade. And then in some clutch position, we'd be able to go up to 8 on the heal with redeemed. After resetting the Banish Zone stuff back in the graveyard, right? So it could be a previous turn where you are doing like the unworldly thing. You play out the Howl, the Deep-Rooted Evil, those sit in graveyard. Your next turn could be the Redeem flipped. Or you could combo it all on one turn, get the Scabskins roll in there, get the Redeem flipped as well. Yeah, I mean, that's like the idea. I don't know if it'll actually work consistently because it is a very slow deck, as you can see. But your value just cannot be met in like the late game cycle like this. I mean, it just can't. We're getting to the point where our opponent is out of attacks. They, like, on a 4-card hand could only dagger, and that's it. Whereas on our 4-card hand, it's like at minimum, you know, going to be 11 damage, most likely, because that's even just kickstarting off a blue unworldly. Not to mention if it was convulsions for dominate. So I don't know, that's like the general idea. I don't like TTS enough to like have made this game exciting, so I apologize. And it also is not the most, it's not the newest kind of list for Levia either. I mean, Recursion's been around a while. The only new goodies are Hellhammer and Dimensional Gateway, which, well, and Redeemed, of course. But to be fair, Dimensional Vortex was nuts. That was actually like, that was a crazy good card on the turn that I used it. It was so good. It was so good. I mean, I don't think, well, okay, it also could have just been a situation of don't run the Guardians in this matchup. The Guardian of the Shadow Realms just maybe aren't good enough in this matchup in particular. But I put them in because, in theory, you know, they're going to be banishing a bunch of stuff off the top of the deck, and you never mind hitting this. But, wow, that Dimensional Vortex, like, absolutely saved a really awkward spot. And like, that's good flexibility for these non-blocks late in the game. I mean, when you park a Shadow Blasphete in Arsenal, it's mainly because you don't want to play that card anymore. Like, what's the point of that card? Just a red non-block at a certain point in the game when you've already found Recursion. Like, it's just garbage. But now it's actually a way to let you Tunic, Vortex, turn off Blood Debt, disrupt your opponent as well. I mean, like, very fringe, but it did come up. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I don't like TTS enough, but I'll play one more game with, like, a more Blood Rush aggro list, just because it's worth trying. So if someone else wants to jump in, the room is Mansant. The room is like this. Password is stream123. I'll play one of the like consumed lists and see how that does. But oh my god, my mind is melting with freaking TTS. Alright, let's go back over and grab a different list. Alright, that was redeemed. I mean, granted, it was like kind of a good matchup for it, I think. Blood Rush aggro is at least a fast game, so that might be worth it. Turbo consumed, maybe too much of a meme. The patient consumed with just like all the good rate stuff could be interesting. I'll try the Blood Rush aggro. Just see how fast we can make the game. I'm in.
Hexagore Plaza.
Hexagore, please? Oh, Turbo Hexagore? Alright, royalty. For you. I mean, that one does at least come off as exciting, I would think. Turbo consumed. Try to just speedrun Hexagore and then flip into like a Hydra turn and then deck out. That does sound pretty fun, at least. Someone play like Alexi for me. Let's just see. Let's see how miserable a meta matchup is. Put this over here. Hero. Weapon. Don't you know it? Hexagore. Equipment. Oh yeah, I do want to try the new headpiece as well. This... Oh, this doesn't have a real sideboard. Alright, that's fine. Who cares? This is just for funsies. Alright, now for that person who asked, what does WL mean? This is what WL means. See, now there's 1 win, and now there's 0 losses. That's it. Do you need to make your opponent aware that you have Plasmaphet Levia consumed in your side? No. No. You are still just Levia. There is no reason to let them know what your sideboard cards are. And that is where Redeemed resides. Although, your opponent should assume that every Levia deck is running Levia Redeemed / Consumed. There's no reason to not run it in any Levia deck at all. Yeah, like Z is saying, the Levia deck without the new L is like Kano without Striders. That's probably very factual to the type of feeling. Alright, someone come join. It's Mansant. Password is stream123. Play something meta-relevant, please. Let's see what happens. Although I don't expect this one to be a meta-relevant version of Levia at all. Just for refreshers, people. This is Turbo Consumed. Turbo Consumed. Looking to just ramp up Hexagore. Ramp up your Banish Zone. Flip into Consumed. And then basically you have 2 turns to end the game. Turn number 1 being probably like a massive Hydra push. And turn number 2 probably being a Writhing Beast Hulk. And then that's it. And that's all you do. I want to see if it works. It looks wildly fun. It's a totally new way to play Levia, so it's worth trying, at least. There is one other deck that I didn't go over yesterday because I hadn't really thought about it much, but I'd mentioned that there might be some kind of control Levia that was possible. Well, I went ahead and tried to build the control Levia, and I'm actually pretty intrigued by how this might work. Because the old Pummel Levia deck was actually really solid. It had some amazing matchups, but the problem was you could only run 2 Blood Debt cards. You ran the first one that you'd play when there was no Blood Debt in your graveyard, and then you'd play the second one when your graveyard was as full as possible to try to not hit the other one. And then that's it. That's just all you did. But now, you can run a certain enough amount of Blood Debt where you get yourself to like maybe 3 Blood Debt, and then fight to purposefully tick yourself down from Plasmaphet Consumed, or from like 14 life or whatever, into Plasmaphet Consumed, with only very few Blood Debt. Like seriously 3 or 4, that's it. But then you use that extra, like intellect basically, that's sitting in your Consumed, to just play a better late game for, you know, the 3 or 4 turns, whatever it's going to take. So I tried to build that kind of deck, and I think there's actually 2 cards that I did not consider that make this deck really interesting, I think, to potentially play around with. Number 1, controlling life thresholds with Sigil is pretty interesting, right? Either you can, like help you kind of control that tipping point of when you go over to 13. Maybe you go under 13 because your opponent just smacked you for a good turn, but, you know, it was only to 12 or whatever it was. So then you have the agency to say, oh man, okay, opponent, you think you did so well? You think you got me past 13? Sigil back up, boom, Blood Debt, we're good. And you just save the entire game plan. So Sigil, actually, kind of interesting. The second card that I think could really find a home here, Vile Inquisition. When you're in this grindy, just pummel build, like with all the defense reacts and just playing super slow, Vile Inquisition is a great card to add to your deck. Instead of adding in the Barraging Beatdown pitch stack to win the game like the old Pummel Levia, or not Pummel Levia deck, but Club Levia deck, you can now run some amount of Blood Debt and then these Vile Inquisitions as well. So when you flip into Consumed, the grind game begins with that extra intellect, but then you also have these Vile Inquisitions just sitting there, and it's like an additional way to force reckless swing scenarios, right? If you're grinding the game down, and your opponent is likely in pitch stack, you can, from Banish, just play a Vile Inquisition. And just banish their card, make them take a damage, and then like boom, they're in reckless swing range or they're in writhing range, and they just like have no agency about it. So those two cards in particular, kind of very interesting to control this version of like a control consume list, control the life thresholds in a Blasphemfet Levi consumed type of list. So eventually I do want to try this. This deck has the most RTN wins under its belt out of any version of Levia, just like the Romping Club Levia build, where you're just like slow and grindy, but it was never able to play this much blood debt because there was no payoff. Now there's payoff, and now there's this freaky card. So I'm eager. Like, I really want to see what happens. Kind of into it. Vial takes a full action. It doesn't matter. The point is, it is something your opponent can't interact with. You know, there can be scenarios where you swing club, okay, your opponent just dereacts it, and then what did you do? You didn't actually push any breakpoint. You didn't get them closer to reckless swing. Like, they were just prepared. They were prepared to play an endgame against club. What can you do about it? Well, they can't do anything about Vile Inquisition, and making them just lose a life. If a deck has no heal and they just get to 2, then a smart player like just kind of knows they lose, because what do they do after that? They can't attack anymore. They just lose to reckless. They just straight lose. And it's a game for most people to fight to 3 life against a grindy Levia deck, because they know they die at 2. So they're fighting to sit at 3. That way they have agency to actually play the game. And your way around that previously was, okay, try to win with 2 recklesses, if that's what they're going to do. But now you can just Vile Inquisition. Just, okay, you want to sit at 3? Boom, you're at 2. What do you do now? And it's a blue block 3. So just have it in your list and do that, no sweat. It's just a blue block 3. And if it comes up in that scenario, massive. Insane card. So I'm eager. I'm eager to see what happens here. Pummel, obviously super strong. On the Tunic curve, it's great. This list, you can also do some like funny Tunic curve shenanigans now off of Pummel, in theory, like with Guardian as well. You could have a 1-card hand blue, right? 1 card blue. You roll scabs. If you hit, you can go Romping Club, Tunic, add Guardian, Arsenal Guardian. Your 1-card hand swung 4 and set a defense react in Arsenal. That's pretty crazy. On top of that, since you know you're flipping and consumed with this game plan, if you can get even like 1 or 2 Guardians into your banish zone when you flip, that's insane. It's once again that synergy piece I was talking about earlier, where you just turn 1 card into blocking 6, because you can use consumed on your opponent's turn to target Guardian. So I'm eager to see if this actually works, because this archetype, like I said, has the most RTN wins out of any Levi deck. Granted, that's only like 3. But 3 for this kind of archetype is a lot more than any other Levi build. The other ones are like more one-offs. There's like a hybrid 1/1. I won one on aggro as well. There was probably like one more at some point. I think there must have been one more, because there was Bridgie and then the other guy in like Minnesota. So yeah, those builds all just kind of had one-off success, and then this build did really well. Granted, not with this much blood debt, but this general idea in a Levi deck, where the blood debt cards used to be barraging beatdowns, and then all you do is pitch stack barraging beatdowns, and that's how you win. Now you can just run blood debt, stack them in your banish zone, flip to consumed, you win that way. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Isn't blood debt at the end of the turn where a player has no priority? I don't know what you mean about that in particular. It's some other conversation with Wizard. What are people saying? Someone in the purple Discord mentioned how bad Plasma can be into Wizard, with them being able to instant deal 1 when blood debt ticks down from 14 to 13. Yeah. So what Azareth Devon is saying is true. There is no priority in the end step, though. They can't actually do that. It would be a case of the action phase is over, and it's obvious that you're trying to take blood debt. And then your opponent could like Stormstriders in or play off the top, whatever, and ruin that, because you're out of action points. It's not in the end step yet. But Wizard has just always been a problematic matchup, because you don't get to fill the graveyard by blocking. So I honestly never really assume you beat a good Wizard player, because it's a fundamentally problematic matchup. The way your deck functions just doesn't line up into a way a wizard attacks you. If you can run the aggro builds with all the draw discard and use that as like an engine to fill graveyard, you have a chance at least. But there's still the problem where you don't actually beat them unless you see the Bloodrot specifically. The game's just too fast, especially against Kano. So, yeah, Wizard's just kind of dumb. You don't really get to make many decisions. But, you know, that's an accepted fault of playing Levia. You need to fill graveyard. Wizard doesn't attack. So what can you do? You can't really complain about it. It is what it is. It's the matchup. Wouldn't you get priority in response to Blood Debt since it's an ability? Nope. Blood Debt is in the end step. There's no priority in the end step. Triggered abilities might go on the stack, but that's not a priority window. It's just you're waiting for something to resolve. All right, no one's here. No one's here. No one likes TTS, I guess. Sag. Let's see. What would a hand look like, though? Okay, turn 0, Shaden. Anyone else see this line? Let's go. I'm in. It's gonna be funny to actually have scenarios come up where Shaden might be right to do and things like that. I mean, not this case, but you know, something similar. Interesting. Yeah, as a turn 0 hand, it would be pretty risky to just try to Shaden. It would get your graveyard going a little bit and your Banish Zone going, so you probably just do it. Alright, we'll grab the rightmost card. 3, 2, 1. Alright, that was the worst case hit. Because this is the one I wanted in Arsenal, but I don't think you hate expendable limbs in Arsenal. It's probably pretty bad. Shadowpeed? Okay. Stonks, as they say. Although expendable would have made this playable anyway. This would probably be like expendable. Oops. Really, it's just this one that's the most problematic. I guess you'd, on this turn, likely also block here. You could just do this. Turn might end up blocking like this, and then you don't mind which one it hits. Because then you can at least still play it out. With Shadow, take 1 Blood Debt. Contextual, obviously. Alright, we got the juice. Boneyard and Arsenal, not the biggest deal with the Hexagore list. Probably just block with it, get more Blood Debt in the yard. Dread Screamer. Only 1 more Blood Debt. Into Diabolic. Actually, it might have been worth it too, instead of blocking with Dread. Just play the Dread. Block with this. I could see that. That way you guaranteed are turboing through. And then you are at 1, 2, 3 Blood Debt? 4? Oh, Hydra. Alright, that's not bad. You turn 3, already at 4 Blood Debt. I'm seeing it. Turn 3, 4 Blood Debt. Alright, and basically by this turn, like, you can start swinging Hexagore. No big deal. Interesting. This, draw 2. Well, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? I have 1 floating. Ooh, yeah, okay. Turn fell off hard here, not finding an attack. So maybe, let's see, we'll put these back. If this was the hand, maybe it's as simple then as the turn is this. We're just a little more patient. Okay, block whatever, writhing, get these out. Jesus Christ. No, I want this in Arsenal. This can get banished. This would be the pitch. Because now we're ramping into Hexagore. We want the Art of War. Okay, so the Art of War was in hand. We've got the Howl, so we'd want to block with the Howl. Get that out of here. Play this. Say banish go again. Banish here. Okay. Turn would be this. Then could roll scabs. Let's hit, baby. Alright, nice. I'm glad I don't have a real opponent. Alright, trash. That's pretty sad, all of a sudden. This is not the best arsenal. It's okay, but, like, I'd rather just swing Hexagore if I have to go again, most likely. Uh-huh. Okay, block. Get this out of here. Oh, little Gherkin's back. Alright, thank you. We got one person. One brave soul ready to face Hexagore Levia. Thank you, thank you. Little Gherkin got tired of me solitaring with this deck. All right, let's hope the scabs rolls hit. That'd be nice. Hexagore decks are always a little gated by scabskins. Even post Dusk Till Dawn, there are just too many scenarios where a scabs hit is 6 damage. Like, that's just too big a deal to ignore. All the Blood Rush builds that I've been testing are not on scabs anymore, though. So, not testing. Theory crafting. But there are holes in the Recursion lists and Hexagore lists that scabskins do fill. Just being gated by action points when you don't have cards like Blood Rush in the deck is a bit of a problem sometimes. You don't think Shade and Scream is good at all? It's Primeval Bellow and it sucks? Well, it's not exactly Primeval Bellow. Because for Levia specifically, you get more value out of your 3-card hand than Rhinar would. Rhinar, if you Primeval Bellow, you're getting to swing in for 10. 3-card 10. I mean, you get an Intimidate there, which is cool, I guess. Levia, it is a 3-card 11 with Hexagore. And you don't have, like, you do need a critical mass of smaller plays that actually use Hexagore, because there aren't many in the deck. It's really just Dread Screamer is a 3-card Hexagore hand. So adding Shade and Scream there is just another 3-card Hexagore hand, which if you're running this weapon, like, you want those hands. You can't 2-card Hexagore. You can't, like, well, you can 2-card Hexagore if you roll scabs on a Boneyard. That's your only 2-card Hexagore hand. Your 1-card Hexagore hand is swing Hexagore, flip to Consumed. So then you need to look at, okay, when do I actually use it then? Your 3-card hands. Dread Screamer, now Shade and Scream. It's not terrible, but I wouldn't run it outside of any deck other than this. I do wish it was +1, though, over Primeval Bellow. I really think all those cards, like the Rhinar-esque versions of cards, should have been +1 across the board. Oh, this is not fair. I have no sideboard. You can't do this to me. I have no AB. How are we going to do this? I have no AB. No sideboard for this. BRB. Oh, yeah. Not allowed to have fun this game. Alright, we gotta add some dumbass plan to beat these dumbass wizards. Okay. You also never know what version of Iyslander it is anymore. Just never know. If it is Bulllander, then I'm pretty sure all you need to do is run Spoiled Skull, and you don't mind it. If it is pure Arcane Iyslander, then you want Skullhorn, Skullhorn and like Nullrune Robe, maybe. Oh, this is gonna be so boring, but let's do this. It's Bulllander, isn't it? Let's pretend. Alright, somewhere in here. There it is. Alright, we've got our AB1. We're ready. AB1 and race. We can do it. We're turbo. All right. Well, if it's Bullander, they actually really like to go second. I think I'll go... God, there's just gonna... Who even knows what these hands look like? They're probably so unplayable early still. I'm gonna go... I'll go first, because that's still just the Levia safety play. Is if you have no playables, you might as well go first to get Arsenal out of it. Oh, we can pop off. Let's go. We're starting strong. There's no way you actually do that, right? I mean, it starts ramping. That it does. I'm in. It's an experiment. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. This is playable. It's what we wanted. 8. We've done it. Should I have just rolled for Hex 2? Screw it. Take 4. Swing turn 0. I'm in. Yeah. Give me that card. We're at 2 blood debt. Third of the way there. We can do this. Alright, so they're at least running attacks. We appreciate that, opponent. Thank you. Freeze that here and all equipment. Okay. No scabs for me. That's fine. I don't think we were going to do that anyway. Showing a blizzard. Alright, well, it wasn't going to be a dread turn regardless. Okay. Take 3. Take 2. So I'm frozen. We're in. Deadwood Rumbler hands, baby. This is the good stuff. Nope. Okay. No! My good cards! Yeah, I'll banish it. Turn off blood debt. 8. This card is... just okay. Take 6? Hell yeah. I'm in. Alright. Good news. Halfway to Hexagore. Uh-huh. They can't encase me every turn. We're about to become a Scabs Hexagore gamer. Approximately 1 more turn. Give me 1 good, like, banish on the graveyard and we're there, basically. If I'd kept that Dread Screamer, pretty much. If this would have been an Arsenal, boom. That's it. Game over. Where is my sideboard? This one. State. Just getting consumed ready. He's looking a little hungry on the side here. Getting ready. Yeah, I think Ram Raider I'm going to have to play a lot more with. It has a lot of utility post-flip as just an extra go again from Banish. Which even though it doesn't... It's not the best rate. I mean, it's obviously worse than Dread, banishing from hand. The flexibility of it as a toolbox go again post-consumed is pretty good. mean, I think that's what a lot of lists are going to come down to is you probably don't just jam all the blood debt because that's a little ridiculous. You know, you just mill yourself. But finding the right blood debt cards that you care about post-consumed as like the proper toolbox. I mean, there are some like must includes, Dread Screamer, Boneyard, Endless Maw. Like those are going to be probably in every Levia list. But then it's a question of like, do you want Writhing because of the toolbox dominate? You probably do, but do you want 3? You know, you like the Go Again, so do you start to splash Ram Raiders? How many? You know, because how many turns are you looking to play post-consumed? If it's only just the one additional turn, then maybe you only need the 1 Ram Raider so that, you know, you like go into your turn with either the Ram Raider or Dread Screamer in Arsenal, flip to consumed, and then make your turn 3 wide by having like, you know, one half of it here, the other half from Arsenal, and then just keep going. It's going to be interesting. We'll see. I'm still of the opinion the coolest plays are going to be they're going to involve Hydra in some capacity. Just flip, have an insane Hydra turn, mill most of your deck, and then win the next turn. That's it. The links to all the decks are in the League of Levia Discord, but I can drop that one as well. The links are pinned in the League of Levia. But yes, here's the control list. Oh, thank you. I forgot, I didn't draw. I was waiting for my opponent this whole time. I was over here like, make a play, Waning Moon me. Alright, we've got it. We've done it again. Blood Dripping Frenzy. Okay, the Ice Vein. What is this again? Oops, Jesus. How do you look at this? Okay, Mark of the Beast. Sure. Well, we don't need all the blues then. We're not going to be dumb. We're not going to be dumb. I do kind of want to let this go to graveyard though, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. I mean, let's just do this, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey. Okay. It's not this turn, folks. It's not this turn. Just 6. We're missing the Banish 3, the critical Banish 3. Honestly, I probably should have just played out Howl. I don't really want to Arsenal either of these cards. I mean, Blood Dripping would be kind of cute, but I don't want to do it. Okay. Okay, pass. If that's really the case, screw it. I'm going to Arsenal Howl. No, I won't. Should I? Blood Dripping. It's a blue in hand. It matters more. Howl at least can get played next to a Boneyard. Pretty much no sweat. Alright, yeah, we needed the blue anyway on the sand. Cool. Goddamn Ison. Freeze a card in their arsenal. Okay, not a big deal, but we are looking at 4 Frostbites. Pretty dang annoying. Although, what that allows us to do is actually Shaden, interestingly enough, right? Ooh, so we can play into it, because it's going to be 4 Frostbites. This is 5. We could still Shaden Banish Slithering if they don't... 1, 2, 3. If they don't have another Frostbite to give us, we can just play the Shadowpeed out. It's kind of cute. Wait, what's happening with the Winters? Winter was your fuse. Right? Okay, there we go, opponent. Alright, we're gonna shade and scream. We're gonna pay into it, which breaks all these and leaves one floating. It's gonna banish this. 5 blood debt. A singular frostbite does mess this up, which is kind of sad. Yep. Almost a cool play. At least blood debt's off. And we can pay 1 AB. Take 1. One, two, three. Oof, no blues. It's gonna be hard to be Hexagore gamers on this hand. Gonna be tough. Also, legitimately have 3 misses. Oh, son of a bitch. No, so that's their arsenal card at the end. They're not going to Waning Moon, so if I can't use the whole hand, then it really is just ping in here. I do kind of want to fill the yard, though, funny enough. So we'll go ahead to AB1, take 1, 2, 3, and then discard. Oops. Miss. Hit. Hit. Blood that up to 7. It is off. 6. This is such a fun game. Okay, Doomsday Live. That must make them do something, right? It must. It must make them attack. Okay, they're paying that out on their own turn. Interesting. Hit me. Just attack me. Throw a CNC, please. Oh, that's it? Oh, come on. How am I supposed to compete with that? I'm terrified. They're just gonna have a blue Aether Ice Vein. I lose. Well, we can try to bait something out with scabs, because they do have to respond before they see the scab's result. So I don't mind that. Could be one way to do things. Could be one way to do things. If Scab Skins hits, what does that really do? I mean, we're hoping if it's no Frostbite, the turn just becomes like Doomsday into Swing Slithering, but I mean, let's face it, it likely will be a Frostbite. So if it is a Frostbite, then what do we really care about the Scabs hitting? Pretty much nothing. There's nothing we can do on the second action point if it is a frostbite. It's kind of a sad turn. Wish we could do more here. Or do we just gamble? It's not a frostbite. We just go hard. It's an Aether Ice Vein. They try to get us, but then we just discard, Doomsday, so we'll still turn off Endless. Nah, the most damage that can happen here is just swinging out the Endless Maw, as is. Oh, God. Okay. But summoning out Doomsday is actually so relevant. Ay. It's tough, it's tough. Alright, Scabs. Any response? They do have to do it beforehand. Let's see it. Polar Blast. Alright, a singular frostbite. Singular frostbite. So it's actually not the biggest deal. So in theory, then this is going to resolve. No pay. I'm going to get one frostbite. This is going to make me pitch into Doomsday. I can still banish Slithering with Plasmafet and then pitch a red into Slithering. So actually that's not bad. I don't know why I didn't see that at first. Slithering's playable from banish. So if this hits. If this even hits. If it doesn't, I mean, it's a different story, obviously. Okay, it did hit. We like this. We like this. So we're going to pay into this. We're going to summon out our boy Blasmo. Frostbite is now gone. We're going to swing. We're going to banish Slithering, which turns off Blood Debt. Kind of cool, actually. Kind of cool. Oh, I didn't think of that. Slithering from banished, eh? Look at these baby synergies. Look at these little synergies. Blasmo eats this little snake thingy, centipede thing, crawls right back out his stomach. Okay, interesting. I mean, I feel like they know another tall attack is coming, though. So that's full blocked. Little baby combo. Okay. Okay, I mean, maybe we're actually in this. They just had some pretty inefficient blocks there. They're only at a 2-card hand. They do need to answer Plasmafet in some capacity, and we drew a pretty hot one. Not bad. Not bad. If Encase was fused... Oh, we've already seen this one. Freeze a hero and all equipment they control. Okay, we don't mind that, though, because we have the go again in hand. Now, we do need... Alright, so it was fused, so Insidious is triggering. Okay, actually, I do need to consider that. Plus, they're going to be arseling a Shadow... Or a Channel Lake Frigid. So, that hurts quite a bit, because... Well, no, does it? Does it even hurt? I think I can just pay into the... Yeah, how would this happen here? Okay, so... Start of my turn, I'm just going to slam the Dread Screamer. Dread Screamer is going to leave me with the 1 floating, comes in for 6, go again. They're going to respond with the Channel Lake Frigid, that's going to tax me 1 and Frostbite. So if I want to swing Plasmafet, it's going to cost me the red. Minimum. I do have 3 misses in the yard right now, so I don't actually want to let this go. I'm going to pay into the effect here. Pay Insid. 1, 2, 3. Take 3. In case active. Yes, correct. Oh, shit. Alright, this actually can miss, and it's pretty terrifying. Alright, it did not miss. So this is 6 go again. With the 1 float. So we can just slam and play through the channel. But we are looking like we don't have much control over the consumed flip this game. They're not attacking into us, even though we saw a CNC early. So it looks like it's either just CNCs in their list for Ranger, and not the other like Bulllander stuff, which could make sense because there's also these Eisenhowls that are in the list, and the in cases and all that. So that kind of sucks. This equipment suite pretty bad in that case. Pretty bad. If you don't get more control over your life with your equipment, it's obviously going to be a lot harder to play consumed, because you just don't have agency over life the way you would if I could block here. But we're at least like throwing relevant damage. I mean, this is pretty legit. 3-card hand, still gonna throw 12. Plasmafet's still on board. Oh, okay, they're gonna... Yeah, this could mess things up, to be fair. If they make me get rid of this card because of another discard. And then play out that. Yep, so I'll go ahead and discard. Pay 1, take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if they want to stop me from Blasphemfet, they do need to also play out the channel, which pitches another card. Yep. And if they want to make it so I can never consumed, then they do have to also Waning Moon, which I don't know if they'll do that. And this is also still no blocks on the Dread Screamer. Okay, they're taking 6. On their turn, though, they're just going to Coronet because they want to stick this. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, duh. They're just playing it out. Okay. 3 Frostbite's pretty real. It means no Channel Lake. Wow, I'm actually going to have control over turning into consumed, though. Because there's no way they can attack me this turn. Ooh, boy. Do I just flip to consumed? Oh, but the problem with that is I'd have to... I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I could just flip to consumed here. I think I should do it just, you know, for fun. And just see what happens. But the problem is, if I want to make sure my turn is actually decent damage, then I need to turn off Blood Debt. You know, because my turn needs to be something like, you know, playing Art of War into one of these attacks. Ooh, I should... Why didn't I attack with Blasmo? Because Channel Lake Frigid was out. There's a Frostbite and it would have cost me 1 more. No cards in hand, no floating. I mean, the smarter play is to just not flip. Just keep pressuring. They're at 9, they have no arsenal. It is a pretty good spot for us to just slam them. Blasphemfet still needs to be answered. But I do want to flip it and consumed, you know? But literally taking even 1 life feels like a throw. And it is the perfect threshold. It is take 1 flip. But that feels like a throw, even taking 1. Yeah, so if we roll Scabs and it hits, that can at least let us cycle out Arsenal, swing Blasphemfet, clear out Diabolic, because, like, who cares about that card, I guess. Swing Hexagore. Oh, no, I need to pay this in. And then flip. So, yeah, let's try Scabs. If Scabs hits, let's do it. If Scabs hits, let's do it. They're going to respond to Scabskins? Oh, okay. With an Expose the Elements? Oh, well, actually, this isn't that bad anymore. They're kind of committing cards anyway. Targeting my Gambler's Gloves. Unless I pay 2, is it? Is that what's happening? So, to the Insidious, I will discard. And then I will pay 2. Oh, actually, that's the wrong pay. Let's pay this. All right. I think this is fine. Let's see it, baby. Let's see it, baby. Come on. Come on, give me 2 AP. No! Not like this. Should I do it? Should I break Should I break gamblers? Should I break gamblers? Should I do that? Should I break this card? Should I break this? It was almost a 5. I saw it. It was wavering. All right. The right play is just swing Blasmo, turn off Blood Debt, I guess. But I think we're going to be cute about it. Let's just play out Howl because that card sucks in Arsenal. Swing Blasmophet, not turn off Blood Debt. And just do it. Just do it. Swing 6. Alright, let's see. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 Blood Debt cards, not 8. Why does it say 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8. Oh, the skitterings. I wasn't counting them the first time. No. I'm a flip. I'm letting it happen. Oh, it's such a throw. What? Not in my control, though. If Scabs just hit, you know? Scabs just hit. That's no argument for Hooves being better, though. Because if Hooves was on the table, then I wouldn't be able to flip this turn. The same turn. They're only on 2 cards. Yeah, we know they can't Waning Moon. I mean, it's an experiment, right? Let's just see it. Let's just see what happens. So let's go ahead and get the playable cards in their own pile. Because that's like a real thing to consider now. We do have Writhing and 2 Go Again cards. That's actually pretty legit. Isn't it better to keep the Howl? Oh, yeah, you know what? It is, because the Howl will never... Oh, you're actually right. Okay, hold up. Not gonna Howl. Forgot it won't recur. Because Blasmo will make face down. My thinking was, if I just get this out now, it's a pretty open window for it to recycle, but it actually can't recycle. Blasmophet's gonna make it face down. So that's true. That is a good point. So we'll just not do that. That's fine. So if that's the case, then it actually should have been holding the Art of War. Not this. Slight difference. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna take 1. Okay, end step. Let's do it. Alright, take 1. Transform, and then lose 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna... How do I even keep track of all this? These I'm gonna put like over here, I guess. These are gonna be face down. I am allowed to look at them. Endless Maw, Red Deadwood. Okay, honestly, cards we don't super care about. Not bad. Not bad. And turn. Okay. Draw 3. We are consumed. Yeah, that's right. It also could have just been pitched to Hexagore to cycle out the Mark of the Beast, which in that case is better. Too many takesies backsies at that point, though. Okay, opponent is pitching this in for Coronet Peak. The good news is we have a large hand. And also a pretty large deck. This is going to banish at the top, though. I mean, I guess we're just going to go as hard as we can, playing out these guys. One of our go-agains. So in theory, that's going to be Yeah, as simple as we can play the Ram Raider this turn, where we can go lead Howl, Ram Raider, lose one of these guys. Well, actually, we're guaranteed to lose one of them because we have to Coronet right now. Yeah. Okay, that seems fine. We're gonna pay. Pay. Swinging Blasphete, swinging Hex is like the same thing here. Okay. This is also banished now. Any response to Howl? Yeah, this is Blood Debt, which we're at 9 right now, actually, because of this. Ooh, Channel and Arsenal. All right, well, they responded to this, so now we clearly go Dread Screamer over Ram Raider, because we don't want to tax the extra card from hand, which is totally fine. Okay, that's going to go. I get a Frostbite. So now the Dread Screamer is going to cost me... okay, so I had 1, so it's eating up... that. What do I have? 1 floating? Oh, hold up. That's a good question, opponent. Oops. Whenever a card is put in your banish zone, turn it face down. Oh, that's true. Yes, thank you. Okay. Not bad, not bad. No milling there. So we're going to play out the Dread Screamer then. It costs us 4 total effectively, so we'll still have 2 floating after breaking all this stuff. We need to check on the 1, 2, 3. So that goes face down. That's a miss. That's a hit. No, the Howl was paid for before the channel. So there was 1 floating. Oh, wait, I see what's happening. Yeah. There's 1 floating that paid in. Dread Screamer cost me 4 total. I had the 1 floating, I'm pitching the blue in. Yes, correct. Correct. That's what I said out loud, it's not what I represented in the pitch. Yeah, 9. Sorry. Oh, my god, so much to track. Coming in for 9. And we get to swing Blasmo with the Graveling here. Down 1 Blood Debt. Well, actually, down again. I ticked it up for that. Take 3 down to 1. Okay, pitch. 6. Blasmo. This is pretty good. This is actually kind of nuts. Just like the on-demand go again. Man, that's all it took? GG's. Wow. That's all it took? I feel like this game was shit from my end. I mean, Blasphete carried. Blasmo bros together. What's that meme with like the best friend? Where it's like, oh, hold up. I gotta find this. It's like called Best Friend Mutus here or something. We need to remake this meme. Friendship ended with Levia. Now, Levia, Blasphete consumed, or whatever, is my best friend. And there we go. Okay, so that's gonna be it. I'm at my wit's end with TTS. I'm trying to hold it in. This was cool though, to at least like put the cards on the table. But, the moving parts, like, I literally just didn't take, like, 9 damage until chat reminded me throughout the first game. And then this game just, the pitch was wrong, I drew my graveyard, whatever. It's, the little things annoy me way too much. Way too much. It's not healthy. But there we go. That's 2 wins with Levia. We showed off the Recursion list that played Redeemed. Although we didn't even flip to Redeemed because we just won anyway. And then Consumed. And all we needed was that 1 trigger. Like, just the one on-demand go again. Pretty crazy. And we had one more banked up. I mean, that's like so much threat here. That was double writhing. Double writhing sitting there in the banish. And 2 go agains. And like, that's probably all you need to end a game like this. I mean, they were already at 4 when we flipped, I think. Or were they at like 6? I forget. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Did I swing Hexagore ever? I don't think so. I don't think I swung Hexagore ever. There was the turn where I could have if Scabskins hit. But I think that's actually it. And then, of course, there were turns where I wanted to, but Iyslander was Iyslander and disrupted it. So, yeah, I mean, it's an Iyslander matchup. I think you expect to lose, like, probably 12 to 18 damage over the course of the game because, like, one of your go-again attempts just gets, like, thwarted from a Frostbite. And we saw that happen twice, basically, because we had the Shaden Screenplay on a Skitterpede that was thwarted by a Frostbite. So that was a loss of 11 damage because of one Frostbite. One Frostbite cost us 11 damage. There's just nothing to do about it. We didn't have any more pitch to play around it. We drew blue-yellow. If we'd drawn blue-blue, cool. But, you know, just draw sequence. And then there was the Dread Screamer turn where we lost the ability to swing Blasmafet. Or if Plasma wasn't out, it would have been swing Hexagore. So that was 17 damage that the Iyslander stopped thanks to just 2 turns of a Frostbite. Kind of annoying, but we still won. We still got there. Okay, it's going to be it for stream today. It's going to be it. A reminder for everyone who's here. I'm going to be making the giveaway post across the board for how this is going to work. But basically, if you're part of the Discord, since the Discord is what kicked off this giveaway, I'm going to be giving the artist proofs. Let me pull them back out. Artist proofs that are signed by Wisnu Tan. These beautiful suckers. You see these artist proofs? I'm going to be giving these away across a bunch of different platforms. If you're part of the Discord, I need to set up like the Discord bot still. But they'll get the adult and young Levia, since that's what we're celebrating first and foremost. Discord has over 1,000 people in it, which is sick. YouTube is about to hit 5,000 in of its... I mean, that's just crazy in its own right. But they're going to get one of the juicier ones then. YouTube audience, all you have to do to enter this giveaway is leave a comment. As soon as the stream is over, comments are live. So as soon as I end the stream, refresh, and then just leave a comment on this video, and you'll be able to be entered into the giveaway. And we'll pull the giveaway winners live on Monday. I'll message you, whatever. So YouTube's going to get one of the juicy ones. Patreon gets the juiciest one, because I love those guys. I mean, they keep the lights on. And I have too many lights on. Look at this one right here. It makes my face all yellow. So they do get the best one. You can join the Patreon for as little as $5 as well if you want in on this giveaway. And then Twitter is going to get the like OG token, Blasmafet, and that's going to be it. Anyone else who wins, I'll throw in the signature full art Blasmafet as well. This is just a custom I did. That's also my business card, which is pretty cool. You scan the QR code to go right to the Discord and all that. So anyway, good luck to everyone. Like I said, after I end stream, which is in like 2 minutes, leave a comment on this video. We'll draw winners on Monday. Thank you, everyone. It was a lot of fun. Goodbye. Woo! Step, arms, spin. What? Woo! And slide and tango. 1, 2, 1, 2. Slide.